And what did God do?
Create light.
Yes. And then?
And then he created the heaven and the earth.
Uh-huh.
And then he created animals, plants, and then he created everything around him. Then he made animals and men.
Animals and men. And where did men reside?
What does that mean?
Land and sea. He created land and sea.
Yes, but where did man, Adam,
Oh, also like the stars in the sky.
And where did the first man, Adam, and his wife Eve, where did they stay?
They stayed in the Garden of Eve.
The Garden of Eden.
Of
Right?
Eden.
So what was one of the first things that God did for man after he was created?
The first thing he did for man is he gave him fruit.
Well, where did he place them?
In the tree.
In the Garden of Eve.
The Garden of Eden. Right?
Yeah.
So one of the first things that God did was provide a garden for man, right? Who was what? Made in his image.
And then fruit.
Right, in the garden, right? But first God created, which look out around you. Grayson, look up here. Heads up to the sky where God created things. And out here we see what, boys?
The mountains.
And a garden area. All this that we're walking into is a garden area. And God first created a garden for man. And from there,
Wait.
he gave
What's
some
the Garden of Eden? Not really a
Garden of Eden.
Co-created for those.
Eden.
Was the Garden of Eden? Look at the answer here. I know. Was the Garden of Eden not really was it like a state, like a?
We don't know how big it was, but we know it was a garden that man and that Adam and Eve could roam.
It was probably humongous.
Right? And it had everything they needed, right?
No,
So
guys, look at the range. See, between those, it looks so cool. It looks like we're in the Jurassic period.
Nah, right. So I'm helping you to see back in time when all these rocks were formed in the beginning of Earth.
Do you
And
know
the garden.
Do you
Are
know
you
there are
interrupting me?
literally?
I'm speaking. Hold your thought, please. But this whole area was there in creation at the beginning. It was underwater. It was different.
Actually,
But
Dad.
I want you to think, as we go back in time and walk, of God's creation. Look at me, boys. As you see it, that you give God the glory. And we say, thank you, God, for your creation and all that you created. And just as it was said at the Stagecoach Ranch, one of the first things God did was build a garden for man.
No. Excuse me, Daddy. Daddy.
Yes.
Actually, that was a little bit kind of false because you see those top peaks right over there? Those weren't there because years and years they kept growing and growing because some of that was not there back there.
That's a good point.
That some of it was formed. Yeah,
That's what I said.
No, you said
I said this,
these
some of this
all
area.
the rocks were here. Some over years and
Caleb.
years there's been more and more gatherings. And you said
Well, he's being a critical thinker, honey.
and when you like chop some of that off and
I'm so
embarrassed.
It's okay,
That's when the
Katie, no need to be
dinosaurs were
embarrassed.
alive. Like
Sure.
the very
You wanna talk
bottom is when the
about
dinosaurs were alive.
which period are you talking
Oh, and
about?
also
You wanna
below
talk about
us are dinosaur bones.
which
You don't have to
period
keep
you're
on
discussing?
talking, nerd.
Ooh, got that on camera, dude. That's
Or is that the only period
not
that there
cool.
was?
No.
I like it that he's thinking outside the box.
Wait, Mom, is